Hello and welcome to 3 TV. I am Ruchi Sharma. Joining us today is Mr. Vikas Gupta, Country Manager India at Bybit, one of the world's leading digital asset exchanges, renowned for its cutting-edge trading features and strong community focus. As Bybit accelerates its expansion in India and gears up to launch its first decentralized exchange by Real, we'll explore the company's India strategy, evolving market dynamics, regulatory developments, and how Bybit is driving the future of digital finance through innovation, technology, and education. Welcome to 3 TV, Mr. Gupta.
Thank you, Ruchi. Thanks for inviting me for this interview.
Bybit is one of the leading crypto exchanges in the world. It has a total daily trading volume of $25 billion. There are more than 100 tokens and more than 300 spot trading pairs on your platform. Beyond the usual BTC and ETH trades, what are the most active or trending pairs on your platform right now?
Yeah, so beyond the usual BTC and Ethereum trades, I think tokens like Solana, the Sol token, has been gaining a lot of traction. If you see between April and June, Solana experienced a growth rate of close to 42%. And this was basically supported by a sharp rise in the USDC minting on the blockchain. And within May, if you notice, USDC's issuers circle, they minted close to 1.75 billion in USDC on Solana. And that indicates a strong institutional investor interest. So yeah, Solana is one of them. And then XRP has also been gaining a lot of traction. If you see, the coin has increased in price by roughly 17%. And there is rising institutional interest in XRP as well, which is mostly supported by spike in NFT mints and more activity within the platform's automated market model. And also, you know, that there has been a lot of chat around XRP ETFs, spot ETFs that are going to be launched. So that's, I think, one of the reasons why this token has gained a lot of popularity. So yeah, I think I would say Solana, XRP, and maybe TON can also be one of them.
So you mentioned earlier plans to introduce INR trading pairs. Will these be launched under your spot market offerings, derivatives, or both?
The launch of INR trading pairs is still, some time away. We are still exploring the legal and regulatory requirements into launching INR pairs. I think we would need some banking integrations for that, for which we would require an Indian entity first. So we are still contemplating on that one, on when we want to set that up. So I'm expecting that to happen probably next year. And once we launch the INR trading pairs, I think the initial rollout is expected to focus on spot market offerings, with the potential to expand to derivatives based on the regulatory clarity and user demand.
So several exchanges have opted to introduce INR denominated derivatives. In your view, what drives this choice and what advantages does it offer for both platforms and traders?
So INR denominated derivatives usually allow the Indian traders to hedge and speculate without that currency conversion risk. And this basically makes trading more accessible and cost effective. Currently, you know, we do not offer INR products, but yeah, moving forward, you know, once we launch the INR pairs, we do plan, and that's one of the major reasons why we want to start, offering INR denominated derivatives.
Okay. So with your INR pairs set to launch in India, what market share are you targeting in the first 12 months?
You know, the current situation with Bybit is that we are getting compliant. We don't have a clear market share in mind, but of course, we want to target being at least among the top 2 exchanges and among the top 2 most preferred exchanges in India. So in terms of market share, there's not a clear figure that we have, but yeah, we want to be among the top most favored exchanges in India currently.
So how significant is India in your overall global operations in terms of user base, volume, or revenue contribution? What is your share of India's in your overall global share?
So see, Bybit's ongoing investments in India basically underscore its strategic importance within the company's global vision. We are getting compliant in a lot of other regions. We recently acquired the MiCA license, and in India also we are now FIU registered, and we have been making certain investments. We are also, promoting a lot of offline events. For instance, the India Blockchain Tour, we are title sponsors of that. And we're also making strategic collaborations with a lot of universities in India to drive crypto education. So these initiatives clearly indicate that, Bybit is looking at India as one of the key markets. Given that India is, in terms of adoption, I think the Chainalysis report states that India is the leading country in terms of crypto adoption in India. So keeping these factors in mind, we are looking at India as a very important market. both in terms of acquiring new users and driving volumes for our country, for Bybit here. There is a certain long-term commitment to the Indian blockchain ecosystem, which is basically underlined by the fact that we are working on compliance aspects a lot in this country.
So where do you see the most trading activity in India? Is it concentrated in tier 1 cities, or are tier 2 and tier 3 cities also catching up?
Of course, tier 1 cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata are the leading hubs currently in terms of crypto adoption. But I can tell you that tier 2 and tier 3 cities like Lucknow, Patna, Indore, Jaipur, and Bhubaneswar are rapidly catching up, and each capturing a notable market share. So yeah, we do see a lot of traction now happening in tier 2 and tier 3 cities.
So according to a recent CoinShares survey, India leads in global crypto adoption, but DEX education is still very limited. With Bybit launching ByReal, how do you see its adoption playing out in India? And are there any upcoming initiatives to boost DEX derivatives awareness?
So just to tell you about ByReal is basically an independent project which is incubated by Bybit, but it operates separately. Bybit is basically committed to crypto education in India. What we feel that, if you talk about DEXs, this is still a complex product and not a very new user friendly. Bybit wants to focus on new user friendly products, something that can educate them about the basic crypto and blockchain concepts first. And then, of course, we're going to take some initiatives towards promotion of DEXs. But like I said, Bybit will be, it's basically operating as an independent entity, operates separately. They will be definitely taking steps on promoting DEX awareness in the country.
So with India exploring a crypto white paper for public consultation, do you think the country is moving towards frameworks like MiCA or US SEC? And what kind of regulations for investor protection would you like to see?
Well, to tell you that Bybit supports balanced regulation that fosters innovation while safeguarding user interests. Frameworks like MiCA have really proved that, governments can actually work on proper regulatory measures to regulate this space, which is much needed for user protection. There are a lot of scams and, these kind of events that are happening that are basically labeling this space as a scam amongst most of the users, which needs to stop. And that can happen with proper regulatory measures in India. Just like what we have in the stock market, we need the crypto space also to be regulated. And I can tell you that there are, steps being taken towards it. The discussion paper, what you mentioned, it's already been worked upon and it's going to be presented very soon. And simultaneously, we're also partnering with organizations like BWA to support that, support the right measures to bring regulations in the country.
So with rising hacks, security remains a top concern, especially with incidents like that Bybit had that happened. What stronger guardrails can exchanges and protocols implement to protect users? Let me also add here that Bybit handled the fund safety really well.
Talking about the incident, I think Bybit's swift and transparent response ensured that user funds remained safe. I think one of the best things that we did was we were very transparent about the entire process. Ben came live, he spoke about it, he told the users what exactly happened. And then, liquidity was also rapidly restored. People didn't have a lot of issues while the withdrawals, these kind of incidents. I think one of the first things that happen is that withdrawals surge. But, Bybit ensured that people's withdrawals were not blocked. People could withdraw safely. And within a matter of few hours, I think we were able to process all the withdrawals. Now, talking about some of the key things that we have done post the incident. So we've actually had a very comprehensive security overhaul. We've had like 9 internal and external security audits within a month. And we've also implemented close to 50 new security measures, which includes, an enhanced cold wallet protection, multi-party computation for key management, and also hardware security modules. Bybit now also holds the ISO IEC 27001 certification, and basically all the internal and external communications are now encrypted. Right. So yeah, quite a lot of measures we've taken to ensure that such kind of incidents don't really happen in the future.
So lastly, Bitcoin has touched a new all-time high of $121,000. How do you see the current market situation and the future?
Yeah, so like I said, institutional adoption has been increasing. Institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, they have been investing a lot on Bitcoins, and especially after the launch of Bitcoin ETFs, a lot of people are now, safely investing in Bitcoin. And I really personally feel, and that's the market sentiment, that this is kind of a new bull run that has picked up. Really hoping that things go the right way, and people are whatever people are expecting in terms of how the market to perform, it works out that way. But yeah, I think most of this is being led by the institutional investments that are happening. Of course, I see a positive sentiment now. I don't want to predict or give you any numbers, because people should actually be doing their own research
Right.
When it comes to investing in crypto. But yeah, the sentiment seems quite positive at the moment.
So thank you so much for having this conversation with us and for giving us your valuable time.
Thanks a lot, Ruchi. Nice talking to you.
Well, that's all in this conversation for now. This is Mr Sharma signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.TV, and for more information stories, log on to our website www.3verstv.io or scan the QR code.